This episode has some adult content.
Coming up on Loose Women, Just Between Us.
Or get rid of her. Oh, you know, I mean, you don't...
Denise.
Well, I'm sorry. Get rid of her. She's a killjoy. They don't enjoy being with her. Without my mental health being good, I can't plan anything because I don't know. I'm dictated to by my illness. So I feel in such an sort of excited phase of my life because I'm enjoying such good mental health.
Like, oh, that is... Wow. That's all after this.
Loose Women, Just Between Us is sponsored by Mecca Bingo.
And of course, it's about getting together, whether that's in your legendary bingo halls or online.
In Mecca's chat rooms, players have their own lingo. I'm going to test you. First one, WD.
Well done.
Correct. Next, GL.
Good legs. No, only joking. GL. Good luck.
Yes. And finally, 1TG.
One to go.
You are on a roll. Discover even more at meccabingo.com. You don't even need a dabber.
And it's not just about bingo. There are other games like Slingo, Slot, and even Loose Women Bingo.
Players must be 18 or over. Terms and conditions apply. See meccabingo.com for details.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Loose Women Just Between Us with me, Denise Welch.
And me, Judi Love.
And today we are going to be talking, amongst other things, about resolutions and new chapters in our life. And we got a couple of really interesting dilemmas for you. We love hearing from you. So if you've got a dilemma, if you've got a confession or something you just want to get off your chest, contact us at loose.women@itv.com. Now, the thing about it is every single year, what I can't bear is the repetition of, have you got any New Year's resolutions? Right. Do you do resolutions?
Do you know what? I don't do resolutions, but I do find that I feel like I'm starting my new year on my birthday. That's what I more think about. Like, from my birthday, that's the start.
What date's your birthday?
June the 4th. I know it's
Right.
like 6 months ago, but I feel like that's like the new, and I carry that on. So, you know, now at this time of the year, you know, I will reset and think how well am I on that path? Am I still doing the things that I said I wanted to do 6 months ago to come up to, like, you know, in the next 6 months, the year? So it's not a resolution and it's not at this specific time, but I started with my birthday and I will think about it now and think about how far have I gone into it. But I feel like I'm going through a shift anyway. At this age, 45, I feel like I'm going through a shift, a transition.
A good shift.
Yeah, like a transition. Know myself more, things that I want to do, things that I want to develop. Just really like in my womanhood. Like, I feel like I'm really in my womanhood. I'm going through a new shift. Something good is coming.
Something good is coming.
Definitely. I'm letting go of a lot
Yeah, I
to
feel
open
a bit
myself
like
for
that.
something new.
I had, mine is always helped as well by, I had 2025 up until, I would say, September was a very bad year mentally for me. So I had a breakdown the year before. In November, I hadn't had anything bad like that for 5 years.
Wow.
And then it created this horrible spiral of really poor mental health up until I got my meds regulated and acknowledged my ADHD needed treatment and all those things. And the two together have just been life-changing for me. Wow. I'm almost frightened to talk about it because it's lasted for a few months now. But without my mental health being good, I can't plan anything because I don't know. I'm dictated to by my illness. So I feel in such an sort of excited phase of my life because I'm enjoying such good mental health. Physically, I'm ready for the knackers yard, but nevertheless, I can cope with things like that because mentally I'm stronger. So it means that I can look forward. So for a whole year, I was frightened to look forward to anything. You know, there was these new job opportunities on the cards as an actress. And for a time I was thinking, you know, the normal me, the well me, really wants that job. But I'm thinking of taking myself out the running because I'm going to get it and then I'm going to have a breakdown and then I'm going to let everybody down. Because it's different in drama. In Loose Women, if we were really poorly, we have a pool of women that we can call on. So we could, even at the last minute, we don't, but we could ring up and say, I can't come in. It has happened. And there will always be somebody that can be found. Obviously, in a drama, you can't do that.
You can't do it.
So everybody, 200 crew can't turn up at work. So I would start absolutely getting into an anxiety thing. So I'm free of that right now.
And you're in this nice
Well,
phase of...
it's kind of like, Pamela Anderson, it was either said about her or she said it, about her second act. And
like a
I
second
just have
wind.
I've made some changes. I've made some fashion changes. I've started to take a bit more of an interest in fashion, maybe having a future daughter-in-law that's, a very, very successful model.
Yes.
And she keeps saving things. She gets sent loads of things, so she keeps me like bags
That
and
is
everything.
lovely. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Tell her
I
you've
didn't
got
know one
a
designer from
niece.
another. I'll tell you about you.
Tell her you've
Yeah.
got a niece.
Yeah. So I feel in a flux. I feel in a shift, but in a good shift.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's about flipping the narrative of your age as well.
Definitely.
You can either think, oh my God, I'm going to be 68 on my next birthday, or, oh my God, I'm only 68.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
Oh my God.
And that's having friends like you as well who encourage me
because,
to think like that.
Because you know what, there is, unfortunately, in the kind of work that we do, and I think in the UK, there's a lot of ageism, especially for women, fronting TV and getting to a certain age. It's not celebrated as much as I see in other countries like America. So for me, you're one of those women. I don't see you as 68. I just see you as like this vibrant, successful, real woman. And so many people can feel inspired and by that and just tap into you. And I
so
think
nice,
it should be, and it should
and
be
also
told.
it's
It should
what
be
I
said
love.
to you.
It's lovely, and I think that's one of the wonderful things about Loose Women. Is that we are on a show that has always acknowledged and revered the opinions of women of all ages.
All ages.
From 24 to 84, we span that whole thing.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
there's always somebody
all different
that somebody can... All
backgrounds as
different
well.
backgrounds.
Right.
Right, dilemma.
So we've got a couple of dilemmas coming up. One is about friends leaving out their third friend, and the other one is about the new grandbaby and how much grandparents should get involved. So make sure you join us back after the break with us, Loose Women, just between us. So our first dilemma is from Jen and Nina.
Oh, okay.
All right. My best friend and I love going on days out together, but we do have a third friend in our group who we often don't invite. We love her to bits, but she can sometimes be such a killjoy. The ironic thing is that she probably wouldn't come to most of the things we invite her to, but we don't tell her just in case she does and ruins the mood. It feels silly as we're all in our 60s and surely we should be able to do whatever we want, but we feel guilty. If she found out, we know she'd be angry and make us feel bad. It's almost like an affair. However, it's getting to the point that when we're out, just the two of us, we start to think of excuses in case we get caught out. And when we are out as free, we have to make out like we haven't seen each other when we, which is bad. We haven't seen each other when we have, which is a bit overwhelming. So should we just come clean, or is it okay to carry on as we are?
Oh, blimey. They're clearly not on social media.
I'm telling you.
You can't get away with anything these days. I'd hate to try
Unless
having
it's like-
an affair in 2025, 26.
To be honest with you, let's not even get into there because there's so much messaging and all them kind of stuff. But you'd be on the gram. Someone would see you. I mean, there's a little part though when they said about the killjoy bit, because I know what it's like. When I was much younger, there was a few of us, and there was a particular friend that we'd invite her, and it was always last minute. Oh, no, I'm not coming, So the things that we arranged, like, I'm going to go and pick up Tash at 9 and then we'll make our way to yours at 9:15. Like, all those little preparations kind of goes out sync.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you've ran to her house the day before because you want to drop off a dress that she left at yours and then she's not coming. So I can kind of understand those moments of killjoy, but... I think they
sounds
should
to
have
me
said
more
something
that
beforehand.
she's bringing the vibe down,
Yeah.
isn't it? They go out and they're having a laugh and she's probably saying, well, what's funny about that then?
Yeah, or my feet's hurt me. I don't want to go to this place.
Yeah.
Do we have to go there again? I think they should just be honest and be
I
like,
do.
oh, Jen and I went out the other day. It was so much fun. Da, 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 da.
It must be it must be
whole
exhausting for
life.
Jen and Nina to constantly not be ever photographed in the back of a friend's shot
Crazy.
in a bar in case they're spotted together. Like, like they say it feels like having an affair, but at least you'd be getting a bit of jiggy jigs at the end of the night. They're not even having that.
They're not even having that. I think they should confess and do it in such a casual way. If she knows that she doesn't, more time she's someone who doesn't want to come out. If she goes, oh, well, how come you invite me? Just be like, babes, most time we invite you and you don't want to come out. Like, so we'll mention it. If you want to come, you'll come.
And they don't have to tell her that they've been doing this for a long time.
No.
But they just say, look, there's been a couple of times recently that we would have invited you, but you never seem to agree with where we want to go. So we feel like you're putting us down all the time. It's then up to her.
Yeah.
She might not even realise that she's being a killjoy.
Invite her a few more times. Let her say no, which you think she's going to, or she'll come and be a killjoy. And then the first time say,
or get rid of her.
Oh.
You know, I mean, you don't...
Denise.
Well, I'm sorry. Get rid of her. She's a killjoy. They don't enjoy being with her.
But she might be a loyal friend in other areas. She might be a killjoy when it comes to the socialising, but she might be loyal in other things, other parts of their life. But just have a conversation. How do you not know? Maybe something's wrong. She might not feel as confident as you.
We don't know how long this has been going on for. Is it a year or is it 10 years?
She's 60. She might not feel as comfortable as you guys.
She might not feel as glamorous as the other two.
As the other two, she might be going through menopause at 60.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, no, she'd have been postponed. But believe me, things don't all bounce back.
There might be other little things why she doesn't want to go out. And maybe that's the way you approach it. Are you all right, babes? Lately, every time we come out, you're not happy with it or you don't want to come out. And then from there, you know.
Or maybe if they say, which they do, she maybe doesn't want to go like the things that we do. Maybe one day say, whatever she's called, Sue, should we all go out, the three of us? What would you like to do?
Yeah.
And if that helps, great. Yeah. And if it doesn't, then
that
they have to have a conversation.
Because if you're going to a drum and bass party and she's like, no, you know what I mean?
Well, it would be me.
Yeah.
If they're going to do, I like, you to me are everything. So I'd hate it if I was going to those things.
This is what I'm saying. So maybe it's that and she doesn't feel included. So I think that's great advice.
Yeah, it is.
I love that one.
Okay. We're going to have a little break, so go and make yourself a cup of tea and come back and join Judi and I for another dilemma on Loose Women Just Between Us.
Loose Women Just Between Us is brought to you by Mecca Bingo.
Everyone needs a break, even from podcasting. It's time to take a Mecca winning moment. Have a cuppa, share a little something that's made us smile this week.
Well, do you know what made me smile this week? My neighbour's parcel got delivered to me by accident, but I didn't know I'd never really met this neighbour, so I thought, I don't know who this is for, but it's obviously someone near me. Anyway, she came knocking on my door for this parcel, and she ended up staying and made her a cup of tea. And
why are you laughing? What's going on?
We had a right laugh about this parcel, because initially she said, oh, it's new shoes, and it worked out at the end it wasn't, Jane.
What was it then? Come on, dish the tea.
I'm saying no more, but it did make us laugh.
What's the point of that, saying no more?
But it was lovely because I got to know my neighbour and now we're like bezies. That's nice. For more Mecca winning moments, head to meccabingo.com.
You can also find T's and C's there. Players must be over 18 and please always be gamble aware.
Welcome back to Loose Women Just Between Us podcast. Now, we have got a dilemma from Jeremy.
Okay, Jeremy.
So here we go. He says, we went away on holiday for a week with our son and daughter-in-law and their 6-month-old baby. Nice. We were sitting watching telly. It was a miserable day outside and our daughter-in-law shielded the baby's face from the TV. Our son then asked if we could turn off the TV, saying it's not good for the baby. Oh. Because they'd read it in a modern parenting book. They said they shouldn't expose their baby to a TV screen until they're at least 18 months old. So we turned the TV off. They dictated the whole holiday around the baby. We can't say anything, or should we? They forget that we've brought up children ourselves. We've raised 2 boys. They have to do everything by the book, literally, not the good old-fashioned way that we did it, which was just getting on with it and learning as you go. We understand that some of their parenting rules are sensible, but some of them are too excessive and take over their lives. What should we do?
I mean, the issue is they're taking over your life.
I'm a granny.
Listen, I'm not a granny, but I'm going to tell you right here that
it's difficult, Judi.
No. I mean, maybe when I get... I mean, I feel like when I get to a stage of being a nanny, and, I've done what I've had to do, and now I'm in my era of, I want what I want. I don't want no tyranny to go upstairs. Go, what do you mean? Give me the baby. Let me take it for a walk.
I know. Listen, I've got Theo, grandson, who has just changed our lives. We are obsessed with that child. He is my stepson Lewis's child, and he's wonderful. We beg and plead to have him, Well, we don't have to. I mean, they love us to have him. But what I mean is, we're not like some of my friends who are kind of forced into a grandparent babysitter situation. We're not. So when we have him, it's a joy, and we love him. They are great parents. But there are times, and they may be watching this or listening to this, there are times when both Lincoln and I have to take a deep intake of breath because we don't necessarily agree with that. But I've said to Lincoln, we have the most wonderful grandson. The proof is in the pudding. There are going to be things that we disagree with, but it's their child.
And it works for them.
It's their child. The person I have the problem with is my husband, because Lincoln is the one that if I'm on my phone in front of Theo, Lincoln Nelly rips it out of my hand. If I'm going to change the nappy, Lincoln will pounce on me, pushes me out of the way. He is like, and I go, you do know that I have two children. I have done this before. Yeah. So he's the overprotective one. But that is difficult.
Yeah, because it feels like I understand when you're doing things because that's your ethos of how you want to bring up your child. But when it's now impacting someone else in their home and on a holiday, I think maybe it's what else, is there any other way we can help? Because, if they're in their room and they decide, or if they're in the family holiday.
You mean that if they're in the,
they could have, if they're in the hotel.
If they're in the lounge.
They could have been like, we don't want TV. It's all right, Mum and Dad, we're going to go upstairs to the room or in the other part of the apartment.
Then I think, absolutely. Yeah. But we want to watch this.
Yeah.
True crime. We want to watch this crime. Why don't you take, Beryl upstairs?
Because they're saying it's not just, but they have to do everything to the book, and literally the whole holiday. It's like it was the holiday was structured around
it. Do you know what's interesting? And you've got one of each boy and a girl.
Yeah,
I have two boys. Well, I have three boys with Lewis as well. And this is what I've heard, and I'd be really interested from the viewers or the listeners to hear this. But it's easier if you have a daughter to take over. If it's her baby. Yeah. Because I absolutely think that I would be more, hang on a minute, I wouldn't do that to my daughter-in-law. Because they are the key. I love my kids' partners, thank goodness, because it could be the other way around. I love all three of them. But they are the key to my relationship with that child. So I want to keep on the good side of them. But I do think that it is more mothers of daughters who find it easier to try and take over. Because she's the boss.
Yeah, she is. I think, look, they should just be like, we're going on holiday again. I know you don't like Baba watching TV. We're going to make sure there's extra lounge, and because we want to, make sure it's comfortable for you, but also comfortable for us.
See, the great thing about being a grandparent of a child that isn't quite old enough yet, I'll just blow this if they're listening to this, but just say, Mummy has said that you can't have an extra bottle because we're trying to take the bottle away, or you can't have that chocolate biscuit before bed. When you're Nana and Grandpa and the kid can't tell on you yet, you can get the whole box of chocolates out, and you can go, oh, you're not going to sleep? Get me a bottle. Obviously, there's going to come a time when Theo is going to go, do you know what Nana gave me? Yeah. And then I'm scuppered. But at the moment, we can cheat a little bit.
It is.
It just doesn't help when you do a podcast and a live television show.
And tell them what you're going to do. But I know someone as well who had like a cousin, and they used to babysit the little baby, and like the family was very religious, and they were playing normal like music, as they call secular music, and because they were playing secular music, and the child sang the song, wasn't anything like explicit, it was just a normal song. They stopped her from babysitting. They told her, no, you can't.
Well, because it wasn't Christian music.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, they stopped her from babysitting for a good couple of years. So, look, it's respecting people's choice of how they want to bring up the children.
Well, it is, you know, because my daughter-in-law is from quite a religious family and I'm not. I have to respect the fact that my views are very different, but I have to acknowledge that that is the way they're going to bring up Theo. And he's my grandson, he's not my son.
And he's happy. And that's
As
the
long
thing.
as
all
he
the
loves
babies
Nana
have-
and Baba and he wants to keep coming to our house, then I'll toe the line.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we are going to... Confession. I haven't read this one, have you?
I have. I mean, you just gave a confession already again.
I know.
Yeah. It says, a few years ago, I went to a wedding with my partner and the groom was a member of his family that I hadn't met before. I'm a bit nervous. It was a gorgeous wedding and the drinks were flowing and I got very tipsy. When we finally got around to signing the guest book later in the evening, I had a lot of cocktails and I grabbed a marker pen and I drew a huge penis across the page. I then wrote...
That is a cocktail.
Yeah. Listen, I then wrote my mother-in-law's name next to it and the word was there. My mother-in-law thankfully found it funny, but waking up sober the next day, I was mortified that I had left such a vulgar message in their special memory book.
What did she write on the penis?
Was there. Was there. Like,
Was there?
Was here. Like, was
Oh,
here.
well, I was here on
Yeah.
the penis.
Oh my God. So she put the penis and the mother-in-law's name like and said was here. Like, oh, that is wow.
You see that? Oh my God.
Damn.
I mean, you know, I've had a few cocktails in my time, as you know. And that is so the kind of thing that I would have done. That I would have done.
Do you know, I think do you know what I've done once? I have no, I won't say.
No, please. Please.
No, I can't.
We keep starting. Every time we're having a chat, we go, I haven't got any confessions. Have you, Judi? We both go, I haven't got any confessions. Then we confess our whole life on here.
I had a manager one time that I worked with, and they're really very uptight. So we had you know you do what's in Christmas when you do Secret Santa.
Oh, Secret Santa.
And
Yeah,
I bought a tub of Vaseline and said loosen up.
Hey, that's a good idea for our loose women, isn't it? Other lubricants are available.
I don't know if we can put that in.
Listen, do you know something? If the mother-in-law laughed at it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
if somebody, in my opinion, my opinion is very different to lots of people, but I just think that is hilarious.
But a penis, you're calling a penis, babe.
Did she mean was here as in I've slept with the... Is that what she meant?
No,
So-
she meant she put the mother-in-law's name. So was here is like a bit of a slang saying I was here. So
Right.
was here means I don't know why I'm doing this.
Does she just mean I was here?
Yeah, but to say I was here, you've got the name. So imagine her name Jane.
Yeah, she's the
And
mother-in-law.
So you put
she's...
Jane with a picture of a penis. So Jane is a penis and she was here.
I mean, to be honest, there are so many connotations of that. Could mean Jane's and
Yeah,
couldn't it?
that's what
Could
she's
mean,
saying.
Could mean she was here.
And she was
that
here.
She's well, I don't know. You can't go down. Listen, I wouldn't. Who did this? Who said this?
It doesn't say the name. Thank God, because you
Thank
forgot
God.
your name,
Thank
didn't you?
God.
What picture did you write next to your name when you signed that off?
Exactly. Listen, you were all having. It's a sign of a bloody good wedding.
Very good wedding. At least the penis was on the book and not anywhere else. Anyway,
Exactly.
you've been watching Loose Women Just Between Us with me, Judi Love, and the fabulous
Denise Welch. Yes, your
Make sure-
memory doesn't come back when menopause finishes. Sorry.
Sure it doesn't. Make sure you send your dilemmas and confessions to loose.women@itv.com.
Have a great week.
Bye.